What's going on with your shoe too? It's your boy Rashad coming at y'all with another banger. This one here is gonna be on my hidden gems video. I had started that. I did my volume one, so this is gonna be volume two, guys. Yeah, it's been a while since I got into the hidden gems. And it actually is the one that we talked about before, like in previous videos. I was like, oh, I see that hidden gem. So this is that same one. So I'm gonna add a little bit of history to it and everything like that. And nah, it ain't them joints. It's not the yeah, it ain't the Venom 10s, y'all. So, this one here should be pretty live, y'all. So stay tuned. I like to put a little education into it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just based off what I know or whatever. And sometimes it just lead down memory lane. So hang in there with me, y'all. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. And today's shoe is the Nike Terminator, the Levi edition. You see what I'm saying? Like, all right, so Nike did a collab with Levi's on the ones, and then they did one with the Terminator. Now, it's not a quote unquote technical Levi. It didn't come in the Levi box, but you know how, like, with Nike, like, sometimes they'll do, like, how they doing an off-white, and then they start making these off-white lookalikes and stuff like that. Well, if y'all notice, the Levi one, it ain't really like keeping it trill with the real blue jeans of the Levi's. I guess they probably didn't want to do that, but so they took this shoe here and they gave us, a true look at the, how Levi's really look. You know what I'm saying? As, evidenced by the tag and, and all of that. Now this shoe came out. Let me see if I can get a shot to y'all. This shoe came out sometime in 2009. That's when I got it. I got it from a store in Michigan, a mom and pop store, a boutique. It's a pretty big boutique by the name of Puffer Reds, and they big time. They big time, and the mom and pop stores, they actually really run the sneaker shit. It's not really Foot Locker and all that. Those are the commercial places. You know what I'm saying? But for them to know what's hot in the streets, they give all the exclusive shit to the mom and pop stores. That's as evidenced by these being in mom and pop stores and never made it to Foot Locker. As a lot of things that I can go over with you guys and show you that I've gotten from mom and pop places that, and I'll put some in the I'll put some on the screen or whatnot. Just some things that you never saw. And I'm talking about, like, some of this stuff, it goes back to like 2009, 2010. And it's funny because I got shit from like 2010 and stuff like that. I don't have the shoes anymore. This one particular shoe that I'm thinking about, but then it's like they became undefeated, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like undefeated made it now. Cats is paying $600 and stuff for the shoes, but back when I had it, it was like that was just the white, red, and green version of it. You know what I'm saying? But to get more into the Terminator, okay. The Nike Air Terminator is a shoe that was carried on. I'm gonna put up some colors. Put up one colorway at least that I found, where it carried on the college tradition, kind of like the Airship Air Jordan 1 and the Nike Dunk. Now the Dunk succeeded, and that's what's funny to me. I know it's got Jordan's name on it, but the Nike Dunk succeeded the Air Jordan 1. You can go ahead and Wikipedia the shit if you want to, or you can take my word for it. But Mike broke his fucking foot in the Air Jordan 1. I'm going to pull one that's closest to me out. Mike broke his foot in the Air Jordan 1. And so its structure wasn't, up to par. And the new engineering, really brought us to the Nike Dunk, which I'm gonna pull the one that's closest to me. I'm gonna pull the one that's closest to me out, which is this one here, and you will see along the bottoms that this one is thicker, and the traction pattern is You know, it's supposed to be succeeded and everything like that. I think it's the same pretty much. The traction patterns are the same on these. But that's why they look so much alike. You know, the off-white, huh? Okay. Yeah. But anyway, that's a whole other thing there. But yeah, the Dunk succeeded that. And it became their multicolored shoe for the collegiate programs. You know, you'll see it to this day. You know, with Hyper Dunks, they do it every now and again. But they whatever school is sponsored by Nike, they typically have their school's colors on whatever shoe that Nike is trying to put out at that time. You know, so yeah, well, that's where the Terminator come from. The Terminator's one of those shoes. It was like, I want to say it was like back when Patrick Ewing, I think he wore them, and I'm almost certain he wore them. I can't, because I can remember the gray and blue ones that they had for I believe for Georgetown. Georgetown was under Nike back then, I believe. I believe you can catch, because I seen a gray and blue one, and I think that's what it was paying homage to. But I don't know if that gray and blue one is from now that that Nike and Jordan brand have Georgetown now, or if it was from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so Nike does this all the time with these shoes, but I just thought this was a pretty cool little hidden gem here. Nike Air still in there. I have worn these quite a bit. That's how the bottom looks. Different kind of traction pattern there. It's a herringbone, but you can tell it's throwback. It's before the Jordan 1 and everything like that. I mean, really nice. I mean, they did good with this shoe. But now it's real cool to come out with them blue jean joints. And I just thought it'd be cool to go over this because because the Air Jordan 4 and all of that stuff is now out, and everybody is like, oh, they running after that without even having the history or knowledge on this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all that shit about that hype shit. Once the hype go away, you just got you a pair of shoes. So you better, be aware of what you buying and how much you paying for it. Now, it's cool if you buying that hype shit at $160 in retail and all of that shit, and you might want to wear it once and then sell it for the $1,100 that these dumb motherfuckers out here buying it for, or whatever, whatever have you. Because when the shoes start out at $160 and you willing to pay $1,100 for what you spent $400 on this, just to be like, nigga, you ain't up on this. I mean, and at some point that shit gets old. I don't get me wrong, we all done it. But I mean, at some point that shit gets old, and some of us take it to extremes, depending on, our self-esteem or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to get all moral on y'all and shit, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's be self-esteem issues. Cat self-esteem be needing boosting and shit, and be trying to pay all that money for the damn shoes. You know what I'm saying? And for me, like, I know some people like, I have heat, but I don't sit up there like, off-whites and stuff like that. That shit, I'm just saying, personally, that shit ain't heat to me. You know what I'm saying? When you take a shoe that's perfectly fine, that has no fucking problem with it, like this beautiful ass shoe here, you take a Chicago 1 and you put fucking Barney instructions on it, like fucking foam, laces, fucking remedial ass shit on it, and and I'm telling y'all, I'm not no old ass nigga. I'm 34 years old. Any of you motherfuckers who think that's old, you will be here before you fucking know it. Alright? And you young motherfuckers who think that 34 is old and shit, cause 24 was like yesterday. Alright? And some of y'all niggas buying shoes from when I was 24. Okay? For real, with these fucking retros. So, you know what I'm saying? Straight up, that shit is just dumb. You know what I'm saying? And, shout out to Virgil. You know what I'm saying? Because he did very minimal shit with a fucking Chicago and a Carolina 1. And niggas went crazy over it. I ain't just saying, niggas in the sense of niggas, but I'm just saying, people went fucking crazy for this shit. That shit is ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I get my shit here and there. You know what I'm saying? I try and, catch me a shoe that I want here and there and stuff like that, and build up that way and stuff like that. But when I had shit in my collection from 2009, y'all, I mean, easily, I'm not even talking, that's not even the oldest shit in my collection. This shit is from '09. When I got shit in my collection from '09, y'all, and, 2019 is around the corner, that's 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this shit didn't happen for me yesterday or overnight. You know what I'm saying? This shit goes 10 years. You know, and sometimes new shit come out and I'll swap it out. You know, swap out something old for that newer version because I like to wear my shoes. You know what I'm saying? I like to wear my shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I can't wear it if it's fucking falling apart. So it only makes sense to get the new one if it's old, bro. You know, shout out to those motherfucking Concords just came back out. Yeah, oh shit, hold up. My homeboy asked me did I had them motherfuckers. Yeah, I got them, bro. I got them. Yeah. Yeah, I got, you know, them the platinum tints right there. But, yeah, they right here, bro. Shoe Palace. Blessed your boy. You know what I'm saying? That's where I got mine from. Don't get me wrong, they ain't pay for my shit. I had to pay for it, but that's where I got them from. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And it's best to get your shit day one so you ain't caught up in this whole situation of people talking about whose shit fake and whose ain't. You know what I'm saying? I don't deal with them, bro. I don't deal with the fakes. I don't deal with the fakes. You know? I love my little bread bag. Shout out to them breads coming back out, y'all. But anyway, it's your boy's Big Shot signing off. I done talked long enough. Y'all stay up, man. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, share it, please. Fuck with your boy. We trying to build this shit. We trying to build some real shit over here. All right, y'all. 1.